Objections to Unconditional Election tonight. And time would fail me if I told you all the great stories of, like the time I went home after wrestling with election and came home and told Ariel, I said, I think that God unconditionally chooses us by His grace. And she looks at me and she says, I don't, and don't talk to me about that anymore. When I told her I didn't believe the rapture happened before the tribulation, she's like, well, good for you. I'm still going up. So she's always been a little slow coming around. Time would fail me if I told you the story of our dear brother Monty, who he and his wife Vicky started coming to the church, loved the church, and then heard me clearly teach on election and called me and said, we can't go to church here anymore. And so I said, well, can we come by and talk about it? And he said, sure. And so he had been reading a book by Norman Geisler, Chosen But Free, which is really just an Arminian book. And I had James White's book, The Potter's Freedom. And I was all ready for this big conversation. And Monty, who's now in heaven, he was an imposing figure, okay? And John Skeffer and I got over there. We have our Bibles, we have our book, we're all ready. And Monty says, we don't even need to have a conversation. And my heart just sank. And I said, but he goes, no conversation is needed. He says, I thought I was going to have a heart attack last night, sitting right here in this chair. I was